make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Tells to fake. Still looking to his right. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks the tackle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable 3rd down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throwing, Sellers. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 21, set to kick off.
The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. They put the brakes on him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Got a man in the middle. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Third and long right here. Quarterback changing the play.
Eagle, move.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide right, it's Brown. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll pull it down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw one first. Looking for the end zone. Looking for the goal line. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Past the line of scrimmage. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Sellers to throw. Stepping to the right. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Finds his man open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Hits inside. It's Fuller. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making the adjustment. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Caught on the left side by Wesco. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 14 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Orange, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball scores, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
Number 81, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sellers. Under pressure. Right side, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Running inside, it's Clark. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Sellers. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. On the move. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Trying to run, it's Clark. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Big sack. This defense all over it.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Sellers through the noise. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sellers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, it's Johnson. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Looking long. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop them on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Still looking. The throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Throws it deep. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, it's Clark. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Sellers. Has it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And no surprise to see this guy just going off again, right? One of the best receivers in the entire country. Over 100 yards his last game out. He's got over 100 in this one. And this is why he's up for the Heisman Trophy here, guys, late in the year. It's what you do in the month of November that gets you remembered as a team, but also individually. He keeps putting performances like this together. We're going to see this guy in New York City.
DB's right up on the receivers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be, the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Wesco. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just gets rid of that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out wide right, it's Moore. On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Wants to throw it. Rushes on. Avoids pressure on the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Denson. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll move the wide receiver. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.